Alright guys, welcome back to Project Seahorse. I'm going to do some sanding here. I've already tapered it out a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit further. And I'm probably going to do one piece of fiberglass cloth over this whole area. Coming down, wrapping around the flange. That's one piece here. I may cut a seam for the flange. As you saw previously, I've been wrapping it over the edge the whole way, but I do have some difficulty with that. You need a lot of filler for it to work, and you still have risk of air bubbles on the end there. So I might have two pieces and cut it up in the center. We'll see. But right now I need to come in here and I need to taper this a little bit more. I don't have as much depth as I would like, so I'd like a little more depth into this old crack and tapering it out a little bit. Keep reminding myself I'm not crossing an ocean with this thing. So how in depth should I be getting with my repairs? This I definitely want to do something with because there's definitely a crack through the hole that I had shown in a previous video. There's a large layer of CSM, chopped strand mat, that's been attached to the backside of this by a previous owner, and it's actually seems to be holding up properly and cured properly and everything. So I don't think I'm gonna do much on the inside with it. I think just out here, I would like to taper it out and lay some biaxial cloth over it, just as a reinforcement and peace of mind. Realistically, it's probably okay, but as you've seen in my previous repairs, some of it I kind of go above and beyond more than maybe I should. I don't know, but I like knowing that I've done a repair and I know it's gonna last not just for a year or two, but decades, hopefully. You know what I mean, a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the sander out and get to work here. All right. Man, it's hot. Okay. Way too much epoxy. As you can see, there's runoff. I guess it's better than too little. I don't know. I definitely went epoxy heavy. A lot of waste. I had to roll a lot of it out. Even over when I was wetting out the fabric, there's still a lot of epoxy over there. So a little bit wasteful, but that's okay. So as you saw, I have two layers. I had a large patch over the repair area, and then I fill in the depth out on top to bring out the depth of the material. Longer continuous fibers offer more strength than short chopped fibers. So I know there's some debate about whether the larger layup should go first or second. Either way, it should be okay. I just like having the larger piece first because we have all those long continuous fibers, and then when I go to sand, I'm not eating into those continuous fibers. I'm getting the smaller ones first. So really it should theoretically be stronger, but that's just my preference. Either way you do it, you should be okay. I like how this turned out, other than the excess resin, and I'll have to come in here and do some shaping here. I'm gonna take a break. I've had a lot of coffee and not enough food, and I'm starting to shake. So I'm gonna take a little lunch break here, and then come back and do a layup on the flange here. Get the tarp and the sheet out of the way, and add to this. So slowly making progress. All right, Project Seahorse, back to work. All right, Project Seahorse, it's been a while. I'm just getting the boat prepped up for some work here. It was pretty dirty. The tarp I was using is just turning into millions of pieces of dust, getting all over the place. I've got this canopy set up here. We'll see how long this lasts, but I still have to cover it. Anyway, so we'll take care of that at some other point. I still need to finish the flange here. It's mostly done. Obviously, I have all of this excess needs to be cleaned off on here. And there's a little dip. I'm debating whether I just cut a little piece of fiberglass or if I'm just gonna fair it, because I have a feeling my repair here, just being epoxy and biaxial, is already a lot stronger than the existing structure. So do I really need to do another little layup patch right there to lift it up, or can I just get away with fairing it? But this is kind of a step area, so maybe I should put another piece of fiberglass there just for, you know, if someone jumps on it, and, you know, fairing compound. I don't really know how tough it is. But anyway, this needs to be cleaned up, shaped, lots of shaping, more layups, but most of the flange is done. This all turned out really nice, except for right here. Still needed to come back in and fix this guy. And then there's some shaping underneath that needs to be done. It's not too bad, but I need to add some fairing compound here and shape it. But anyway, still working on the flange up front. This has all turned out actually pretty nice. And the rub rail's going over this, so any inconsistencies in thickness that's going to be seen here is not necessarily a big deal, but I am going to do some fairing along it. I'm not going to get it perfect, just kind of rough. And then the cleat, where the cleat had, or looked like in the past, the cleat had ripped out, and then someone repaired it. And the repair was years old, and it was still gooey inside, and I could practically pull it apart. I showed a little bit of it in another video. Anyway, this has been repaired here. It just needs to be sanded, of course. This is kind of a lot of work in itself. It just needs to be faired. I'm pretty happy actually with how this turned out. Actually, it just looks really nice actually. And I think when I fair that, it'll look practically factory. Of course, my flanges around here, this is pretty bad. I've come back and forth with this. So we'll sand a bunch of this excess off and slowly build it back up. So, not a professional here. And this flange turned out kind of nice, a little thick there, but maybe I'll sand it, or probably will end up just kind of leaving it. We'll see. I'll try to make them look equal. And running along the flange here, and damn, I'm really happy with that. That's great. Except when I had come under here trying to take care of this edge, it's pretty uneven, so I'll spend some time trying to even that out. So, man, the whole deck joint project has really slowed me down. It's taken quite a few steps, quite a few mistakes. It's a lot of time, some trial and error. Changes the technique. So alright, Project Seahorse, back to work. All right, I did invest in some long boards. I've got the Durablock. I guess it's pretty common in automotive restoration. Different shapes, a teardrop shape. And then I bought the kit. Oh, this is a different kit. So some off-brand. This is Fulton, but different shape blocks for different different radiuses and edges. Let's see here. All right, hold on. Different shape blocks. This is going to be nice, I think. It's like a really dense foam, but this is what I need now. I need my long block. So I pull this guy out, and then maybe the teardrop. So let's go ahead and get started. You can't really see it, but this is the Dura Gold 80 grit, and it's a sticky back adhesive. And that sticks right on there. And yeah, let's get started here.